On July 28, 2015, Restore the Delta brought some of their 25,000 supporters to rally in front of the sham public hearing on the proposed Delta Tunnels project, which was held at the Sheraton Grand Sacramento Hotel in Sacramento. More than 300 people from all over Northern California attended, despite this hearing being scheduled on a workday. When agencies promoting the tunnels announced it would be held science fair style with no comments in public, just court reporters tucked away in the back, Restore the Delta decided to put the public in this public hearing. The rally intended to transform the open house, and they sure did, with peaceful democratic expressions of opposition to the tunnels and in support of the largest estuary on the west coast of the Americas. Here is some of the actual testimony from residents of the Delta in California who want to protect the San Francisco Bay Delta estuary for our children and future generations.
Governor Jerry Brown, short and simple, stop the tunnels, save the Delta. Once again, stop the tunnel, save the Delta.
I've been living in the Delta all my life. 35 years ago, the California voters denied Governor Brown his peripheral canal.
This is a water plan based on greed, not need, for a handful of the biggest, most powerful corporate agribusinesses, some of whom are big contributors to Jerry Brown.
I am completely against these tunnels. All they do is suck the water out of the Delta.
Much of this plan is focused on taking water out of the Delta.
We can't afford to have these tunnels. It will absolutely decimate our environment and change the way that we live.
Just a disaster, man-made environmental disaster.
I think that California is looking for a quick fix to an already occurring problem.
It's crazy, and I don't think there's enough we can do to stop it. They've got what we call tunnel vision.
Delta resident. The Delta is an ecological marvel. If you look at Wikipedia for an inverted Delta, which our Delta is, there's only a few in the world and ours is the largest.
I'm here on behalf of the Vista Lago High School Fishing Club, and I'm here to say that we're totally against the tunnels in the Delta. It's a huge part of high school fishing in California. It's where we hold our state championship and multiple other tournaments. And if we put the tunnels in, we're going to totally ruin the Delta and that wonderful fishery as we know it.
It's ridiculous to do because like it's destroying our own home.
I just like to go on record saying that I would hate to see the beautiful Delta being destroyed by these tunnels.
From the Winnemem-Wintu tribe from Northern California, and right now the whole Delta plan excludes information about the tribes, villages, village sites, burial grounds, the area of impact that will be dug up for these tunnels. The tribes have not been consulted.
It's still a deeply flawed plan that wastes billions of taxpayer dollars.
I'm old enough to remember Edmund G. Pat Brown and the California Water Project and that boondoggle sending water south. That pumping has increased. Now these twin tunnels, 240-foot tunnels that can pump a swimming pool a second, will kill the Delta. This needs to stop.
Corporate agribusiness and oil do not own our water supply. We need to stand in solidarity to say no to the tunnels that will destroy the San Francisco Bay Delta.
It is insulting to the environmental justice community to not have the impact report in any other language other than in English.
Construction will have major impacts in the Delta all the way from Portland through Stockton. And it's really a water grab by big money ag interests and also Southern California. They want to take our fresh Sacramento water and we're going to take all the impacts.
How can we protect the fish if we take even more water? It seems like the tunnels are a bad idea for all of California.
The animals, the fish, the birds, they all depend on us. We are the species with the ability to think, and they are counting on us for their survival.
What plans do they have to mitigate the damage to the wildlife and the fish that's going to be destroyed while they're building these tunnels?
These tunnels will not create one new drop of water for California. It will just divert it from one of the most ecologically sensitive and unique water systems in all of the United States.
Jerry Brown, by destroying one fragile ecosystem, you will mess up the environment for all of us.
Please,
Look in your heart. Don't look at the money. Look at the people. Look at the fish. Look at the birds.
It just keeps coming back and back and back. I thought we cut off its head last time, but it's back again. And we're going to have to take this to the voters, because the voters of California, they're going to see right through it.
I'm from Parksburg, California, which is the bullseye of the BDCP plan. We are asking Governor Brown today to do the right thing and not forsake multi-generational farmland
and protect our delta. Stop the tunnel, save the delta.
Save the delta, stop the tunnel.
Conservation is terrific. We should have been doing it years ago. But if we all save all of the water that the governor has asked, it's less than we're sending to almonds in California. And for what? These almonds are going overseas for the most part. They're benefiting very few people. What we've got to do is straighten out our priorities, stop sending water to almonds, and start saving the fish.